What's up my friends, it's Mike again, glad to have you guys back. Today is a very exciting day because I got the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus in my ears over here, and we have a giveaway contest which will be giving away a pair of these bad boys. So make sure you watch till the end for the details, and in this video we're going to dive into what's new about the Buds Plus and compare them with all my other earbuds in these areas so that we'll see if these earbuds are in fact the right pair for you. So to start off, here are the original Buds and here's the Buds Plus. The original goes for $100 now, and the Buds Plus I personally paid $150 for. So although they look very similar with the case and the earbuds themselves, there are quite a few upgrades to the Buds Plus that are compelling to get over the normal Buds. So the first thing is the sound quality. And what this means is that it has dedicated speakers for the bass and the treble so that you'll get all the sweet punchy bass without compromising the clarity and details in your earbuds. So after hours of listening to music, watching Netflix, and playing games, I found this to be very true. The bass gives you a very strong punch. It's really like a deep heartbeat kind of feeling, and there's an overall warmness to the sound. And what's great about this is that it's not muddy or overpowering at all. All the details are really good. I can hear all the little snaps here and there, and with the treble, it's very clear and very noticeable. It kind of cuts through everything, so you can really hear the snaps and the hi-hats everywhere, even in very busy arrangements like rock and dubstep. So really, I think this is where the Buds Plus have improved over the original Buds, giving a more balanced, powerful, full sound. And also, the soundstage is better than the originals, just by a bit though. The soundstage doesn't sound compact at all. You can hear what's coming from the left and right very clearly, giving it some depth in your music. It's actually quite decent. You will feel immersed in your music. However, it just doesn't give me that wow factor that it does in my other earbuds, just to be critical. So overall, the sound quality is quite solid. It's quite crisp and very balanced. And in my opinion, it's actually better than the AirPod Pros. The AirPod Pros do have the same clarity as the Buds Plus, but it kind of lacks in the bass department. It's kind of leaning to the more neutral side. But overall, these are two very good earbuds, but I prefer the sound of the Buds Plus. And then what's better than the Buds Plus is, in my opinion, the Vistas and the Jabra 75ts. These are better in the bass department and the soundstage wise. It really gives you that like wow factor that I was talking about earlier. However, I do have to say that the clarity and the crispness is a bit better in the Buds Plus. But if you are that bass head or that person who watches a lot of movies and want that really immersive feeling, these are the ones to go for. So between these three, it's really a preference here. But then for sure, these three are better in sound quality than the Buds Plus. So you got the Sony and the Sennheisers and the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. And the difference between these and the Buds Plus are very distinct and noticeable. The soundstage and the bass is sizzling in these without distorting the mids and the highs. Everything's a lot more 3D and crisper, and really when you put them on, you notice the difference right away kind of thing. So really, in terms of sound quality, the Buds Plus are quite impressive, and I'm going to place them right here in between these earbuds. And don't get me wrong, all the earbuds that I'm showing here right now all sound really good. What makes the difference of you choosing one over the other are all the other features that we're going to talk about. Now the second upgrade to the Buds Plus is its compatibility with Apple devices. Because what happened with the original Buds was that when it connected to an Apple device, no matter if it was an iPhone, MacBook, or iPad, it would go to its default settings, meaning that the sound EQ went to normal and the customized hold function is always voice command. So that kind of sucks because the dynamic EQ is the best sounding one in my opinion. And as for the customized hold command, I like to use the ambient sound on and off. But now there's an app for the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, so if you're an Apple user only, you can customize the settings in here. And also, even without the app, if you can customize in your Android, it will hold and save its settings when you use other devices as well. So that's a really nice touch, because with the original Galaxy Buds, I really thought there was this like Apple-Samsung war going, and even today, that app that I mentioned will not work on the original Buds. So that's a really weird thing of Samsung to do that, to really forget about its current users and try to push them to the Buds Plus. I mean, it's a software thing. So Samsung, I know you can do this with the original Buds too. Please do it. And the third improvement is with the hear-through, because with the original Buds, you'd have this like white noise hiss when the hear-through is on, but with the Buds Plus, there's no hiss anymore. So when I'm talking to you right now, my ears aren't muffled. My voice is not as natural as the other earbuds, like the Sennheisers and the AirPods Pro, but with the Samsung Buds Plus, the hear-through works fine. The only thing you have to watch out for is the wind noise, because even if I'm walking down the hall, walking in my house, I can hear the wind noise. So this is really bad if you're taking this out for a run or for cycling and you want to hear what's outside. You will hear like And because of that, I just have to turn it off when I'm running, and it's not the best because with the AirPods Pro, when I'm running and cycling, the wind noise isn't too distracting for me. It's as if I don't have anything in my ears kind of feeling. So if that is important to you, then yeah, you're welcome. And this leads me into the fourth thing, which is the call quality, because they added an extra mic in here. So we're gonna do a call quality test now. Hey guys, so in this scenario, I'm trying to emulate background sounds from a coffee shop using my speaker right here. So right now we're using my camera mic, but we'll be switching over to the earbuds. So you want to see if it isolates the background sound and how clear my voice is. So switching to the Galaxy Buds Plus now. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. Testing 1, 2, 3. And of course, we have my trusty fan over here for some wind noise test for those who walk outside. There was a lot of wind noise when I was walking around and when I was cycling. So we're gonna see if that's the case with the fan as well. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Galaxy Buds Plus. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Galaxy Buds Plus. So anyways, we're gonna compare the call quality with my other earbuds right now. So now we're using the older Galaxy Buds. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Galaxy Buds. This does have 2 mics instead of 3 that you saw. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Galaxy Buds. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Galaxy Buds. So these are the Jabra 75t's right here. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Jabra 75t. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Jabra 75t. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the Jabra 75t. So finally, these are the AirPod Pros in my ear right here. Testing 1, 2, 3. These are the AirPod Pros. Testing 1, 2, 3. These are the AirPod Pros. Testing 1, 2, 3. These are the AirPod Pros. Testing 1, 2, 3. These are the AirPod Pros. So back on the Galaxy Buds, I hope you guys got a good sense of what sounds good and what does not. Anyways, we're moving on to the next thing. So the fifth improvement with the Buds Plus is its battery life. It has almost doubled. Now you can use up to 11 hours per charge, and if you put it in the case, it'll give you an extra 11 hours for a total of 22 hours. So with that being said, it's actually quite an improvement. Although the cases are exactly the same size, I actually love how small these are. They fit in your pocket, no problem at all. So that's why they're really good everyday earbuds, because you can bring them out without noticing kind of thing. And also, just like the old earbuds, it features wireless charging. So when you place it on a wireless charger, it charges right away, and it has fast charging as well. 5 minutes of charging gives you a whole hour of battery life in your earbuds. So aside from the same aesthetics with the earbuds and the case itself, the earbuds still retain the very important connection features. So the Buds Plus do use Bluetooth 5.0 for a lagless connection, and in my experience of using, there was no lag at all when I was watching Netflix on my iPad and MacBook, and while I was playing League of Legends on my MacBook. It was lagless and it was really good. The other thing is that you can use either earbuds independently, meaning using the left only and the right only. This is useful for when you're in bed and you have your head on the pillow and you want to watch Netflix with only one earbud kind of thing, so you can sleep on whichever side that you want. And the last very important connection thing is that these earbuds are hot swappable. This is a very important thing because when you use multiple earbuds and have this as your one and only do everything every day kind of earbud, it's very important that it can switch to different devices very easily. You don't want to be repairing it every single time. So with the Galaxy Buds Plus, all you have to do is go into settings, press it, and it will jump from your current device to the next device seamlessly and very quickly as well. And also, when you open the case, it's connected to your previous connected device right away. There's no wait or lag at all, so it's very impressive in that department. So anyways, if you want to work out with these earbuds, I gotta say it's sweet because it does feature a very minimalistic design. It doesn't stick out of my ear at all, and it has these plastic wing tips that secure it on the inner part of my ear for a very secure and comfortable fit. I wore these the whole day while I was running, gaming, and all that, and I didn't have to adjust it or take it off much at all unless I needed to go shower, which is kind of a downfall of these earbuds because it's only rated at IPX2. This means that like little tiny droplets of water is fine, but if you tilt it at a certain angle, it's gonna be like not fine. So unlike the AirPod Pros, the Sennheiser, the Jaybird Vistas, and the Jabra 75t's, these are all IPX4 and above. So if you're walking or running in the rain, these are gonna be a-okay. You don't have to worry about them, but with the Galaxy Buds, you do have to be a bit careful, just like the Sonys, which are not water resistant at all. So with all this being said, I know there's a lot of information in here. So the question is, should you get these earbuds over the rest? So starting with the original Galaxy Buds, I do think that if you have them already and you don't use them on Apple devices, the major difference is really in the sound quality. The treble is a bit more crisp, the bass is a bit more deep, it's fuller in general. But really, no, if you have them, you shouldn't upgrade just because of that. However, if you are an Apple user and you're deciding between the Buds and the Buds Plus, I would definitely get the Buds Plus. There's no question about that, especially with its compatibility with iOS, better sound, and that's kind of it kind of thing. And then with the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro, this might be a very black and white thing. If you love music and you enjoy music, that's the thing you value the most, I would definitely go for this. You can work out with this. This is kind of like an everyday earbud as well, wireless charging, almost all the same features, except this does not have hear-through, and it's kind of a pain reconnecting this to multiple devices. But if you value convenience, very slim, minimalistic design, then I would go for the Buds Plus. And by the way, the Soundcore does go on sale to around 110 versus 150, so that might bend your decision a bit based on the price. And next we have the Jabra and the Jaybird. For Jaybird, I think the most obvious thing is that if you need the IPX7, like the absolute most water resistant, waterproof rating, if you go shower with it in the sauna or swimming, you're gonna go with the Jaybirds. Otherwise, I do think the hear-through is really important, and this makes a better everyday earbud than the Jaybirds. But with the Jabra 75Ts, this is a bit more difficult to choose between. Because the thing here is that the Jabras don't have wireless charging, they can't be used independently, but I think the sound in the Jabras are a bit more impressive because of the soundstage. If you like a more balanced and clearer sound, I would go for the Samsungs, but if not, I would go for the Jabras. And also the controls on the Jabras are better in my opinion, because you can control volume up and down, playback, backwards, forwards, and control ambient mode very easily, whereas with the Galaxy Buds, it forces you to choose between volume up and down or ambient mode and voice command. So you can't have both. So the other reason you would choose the Jabras over the Samsungs is if you are working out, especially because this is IP55 rated and this is only IPX2. So if you work out more, Jabras. If you don't, and you're kind of an office kind of guy and like that more balanced sound, then you would choose the Samsungs. And finally, we have the Sony and the Apple left, and they are kind of in a different category, being active noise canceling earbuds, and they're 80 to 100 bucks more expensive than the Galaxy Buds. However, if you're looking at everyday earbuds, with the Sonys, they are not water resistant at all, so if you're walking in the rain or working out with them, it's not that good, especially if you work out with them, because they kind of fling like that, and with sweat and with your movement, it does come loose all the time, so it's not a great experience working out with these. Although this has one of the best sound qualities and the best ANC arguably, this is just not an earbud that you can do almost everything with. So I do think the main competition is with the AirPod Pros, although it's like 100 bucks apart. The main reason why you would choose this is if you do need that hear through while you're working out. Again, with the wind noise, it's very natural. It's not very high pitched or very fluttering at all. The call quality on this is great. And also if you're talking to someone using the hear through, it's very natural, because with the Buds Plus, there is still a bit of like muted sounds of my own voice, so it's not that natural. So I don't know if I'm speaking louder than I'm supposed to be kind of thing. But with the AirPod Pros, it feels like you're wearing nothing at all. And I guess that's why they're so expensive. And of course, if you're an Apple user, this is gonna be great. But if you're an Android user, the AirPod Pros do not sound as good on Android, and the volume is kind of limited to 70% unless you know how to do that in the advanced debugger mode on Android, which doesn't work on my phone. So with that being said, I hope I made this decision-making process fairly simple for you to choose between all the earbuds. The Galaxy Buds Plus are definitely like a very solid pair of earbuds, and if you want to win one of these bad boys, make sure you enter in the giveaway. You have the chance to win the Galaxy Buds Plus if you, number 1, subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on post notifications. Number 2, follow me on Instagram. And number 3, subscribe to my newsletter on my website. Link is down below. The winner will be announced and chosen on my Instagram 2 weeks from now on March 25th. So yeah, good luck to you guys. There will be a lot more giveaways this year. And I'm also making a best true wireless roundup video with the active noise canceling edition, featuring the Libertone Track Air Plus, Echo Buds, one more ANC, AirPod Pros, and of course the Sony WF-1000XM3. And that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys in the very next one. Bye! And by the way, guys, just so you know, I didn't really compare it with the Sennheisers because there's a new version coming up, and with the current version right now, it does have a battery draining issue, so I can't really recommend this with its price right now, although it's like 50 bucks lower than it was before, so I hope that clears things up.